Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Let's Play Minecraft. So today, we're going to go and check out, I think we're going to make a nano suit and all that kind of fun stuff. But let's check this EU meter. I made this a while ago, I showed you, it's a simple recipe as you can see. And this lets you check out your power usage, so or your income, or however you want, so you can see, you know, like what we're bringing out, etc. So I got this set up over here. It's a little confusing because it says EU heretic, but what about down here? Yeah, I'm not quite sure exactly why it says EUTIC on here, but it's different. But anyways, this is probably using a lot, but this is our recycler. I have 17 overclockers in it. So it reduces it down to 0.23%, which is, well, let's see if I can even do the math on that. Would that be like divided by 0.23? So it's 434.78 times faster. So over 400 times faster, if you can believe that. And it's so fast that you can actually see the cobblestone jumping in tens. And look at the scrap building up. So what I'm doing for fun is, I don't have this wired up. What I should do eventually is have this in like some sort of parallel connection or some crazy thing. But where I have an MFSU here, it charges an MFSU, and then it shoots off this line to another area, where then it charges, say, another MFSU, or it doesn't even need to be, and then directly connect to these machines that you use for your U matter. So that's something I'll probably do in the near future, but you can see it's going up pretty quick. If you look on here, you can see it's like 1, 2, 3, 4. I could not count as fast as the scrap's going in there. So I thought for fun I'd put it in here. What happens once it gets full is I usually take this out, maybe reduce this out of here, and then let it just purely use the power for this. And it should even keep up almost. Not quite. I'm actually a little surprised it can't, but anyways, let's go over here and put you back. There we go. Okay, and so I'm using a reinforced large drum for holding our materials, which is great. Now if we go all the way up, which is raining, it's been raining for days. I feel like somebody's setting it to rain all the time, but meh. You can check that we have now 5 of these windmills, and there are 14, so if you count behind it, right? There's 12 spaces between, or 14 if you count the same block it's on. And it might not be the most efficient thing, I really don't know, but it seems to work out decently. Now these are actually quite slow. I don't know why. Usually when it rains and it storms kind of thing, these go out really fast. But today they're really, really slow. So I'm not sure if the weather is impacting it. It's just like a slow, calm rain or something like that. So we'll check near the end of the episode, see if these are moving at all differently, because I would really hate they're not working. So yeah, today I wanted to look at making some nano armor. I think that would be kind of fun, and so we're going to look into that now, I think. So we're going to need some carbon plates, and then we're going to need, we're going to need actually quite a few things. We're going to need aluminum plates, I think, for this recipe even. So here's aluminum plates, we're going to need iron plates, we're going to need leather, and we're going to probably need some other stuff, but we'll see here. Okay, let's give this a try first, the basics here. Oh, and we're going to need, I might actually have some made up, actually, in the recent times. So, I made a mistake here accidentally at one point. Oh my, what a mess there. I have to fix that later. We're going to need redstone. Sorry, there you go. The server's lagging a little bit, unfortunately. It's not due to our specs or anything, but rather, better questing is really, really buggy performance-wise. And so hopefully we're going to see a fix in the near future on that. But right now, basically, it lags because it's always checking nonstop. Like, it's always checking your inventory and many other methods to see if you're you got like a quest to hand and things like that. It's pretty disgusting how bad it is, and there ain't much I can do with it about it. Sorry, right now. So 2, 3, 4, 5. I know that's probably too fast, but oh no, we did that again. I can't believe I did that again, actually. We did that another time, didn't we? Probably don't need to process all of this to think about it. There you go. I only need like 4 crystals, honestly, so 1, 2, 3, 4. There you go. Okay, so let's start working on this. So we're going to make basic leather armor. Sure, I have some of this just sitting around anyways, but we'll just make some new leather. I actually died recently. I was AFK and somehow a zombie got in here. Not sure how that happened. But when the zombie got in, he must have been at me for a while because he destroyed all my armor, if you can believe that. He must have been just hitting me nonstop. So, yeah. That is the end of that, anyways. So I lost my dragon armor. I think that's what I had last. Okay. And... oops. And we got that. And then you do the same thing again kind of thing. So you go and fill it with carbon plates. Oh yeah, you need the thing. Oh no, actually, and it's even different than that. Sorry, we got to make the next one, which is the aluminum version of these. So there you go. So Faraday, something like that. And this will make us the aluminum version. I don't know what I just did there, to be honest. There you go. Guess I could have gone and put the boots in there at the time. There you go. Then I accidentally do the wrong one for that. And then aluminum again. There you go. Oh, when it doesn't update, you're like, eh. And nano suit. There you go. So you should be able to see. It's always on the second page. A little confusing. Oh yeah, that's how it does it. So there you go. There's your boots, and then you can do your chest, and then you can do your pants. You probably notice I'm skipping one, and then your helmet. The helmet cannot be made easily. You need night vision goggles. So night vision, there you go. And they're a little more tougher to make, actually. So while we're waiting, we might as well go ahead and charge up our armors. There you go. Oh, the weather is different now. See, I wonder if this will ever go upwards. I'm surprised how low my... things are. I'm not sure if that's something I broke, because they were getting 500 plus at one point, so they should be fine. So the nano goggles require a few things. Illuminators, which we have made in the past. There they are. You need a couple of illuminators, and you need, well, we're going to need some rubber, and what else here? Rubber and the reinforced glass. Where are you, my reinforced glass? There you go. And then, do we get the... I don't think we got the advanced circuit. There you go. And then you have to get a battery here again. We've done these before many times. I'm always going back to them. Maybe I should make a couple more. Always, for some reason, have to go back to it. So it's like... Argh. Maybe I'll get, like... I don't know. We'll make a couple here. 4 of them or something. So I got 4 of those, and then you need 4 of another ingredient. You guys remember what it is? It's sulfur. Just had to actually find it in the thing, so I thought I'd play a guessing game with you. Okay, so we got the 4 batteries made, and they apparently don't... Oh yeah, they probably do stack, actually. There you go. And then we're going to make these advanced heat shields, which is, well, copper, tin, I think it is. Copper and tin. So here's copper, and here's tin. And I know there was more to it than that, but we'll get the first set done. Oh, and the electronic circuits here. Wait, why did you go in here? Because electronic circuits should never be in this chest. Maybe I misclicked something on there when I hit T. Okay, so we got you, and there you go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 8. There you go. And we got lapis plates, which I probably... Oh. Well, actually, I don't have enough, right? Because I need... it was worth a try. We need lapis. Wait, what machine was that one? That's a compactor. We don't have that. They have the pressurizer and then the compressor, which is lapis dust. Which we might have lapis dust. Oh, yeah, we do. We'll throw that in the compressor, I guess. And there we go. How's this doing? 99 hours. Man, I should have checked before. It probably was close to the... I wanted to see if it get to the 100 mark, to be honest. So maybe if we'll remember near the end of the episode and don't use it again, we'll hit that 100 mark. Okay, so 2 of those guys. And night vision goggles. And then, yeah, we're supposed to change these out over time. So here's your boots. Here's your chest. And yeah, so, and I guess you can put what's these used in, which is your nano helmet. Awesome. So the next thing we want to do is get the jetpack. So IC2 jetpack. Here it is. And we want to make this tape. So We're going to need some iridium shards here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And there you go. Got a couple of these guys. And then we got a piece of steel at least in there. There we go. And, oops. And carbon plate, which I already have on me. There you go. That should work. And we'll put you in there. So what's cool about this is when you attach this to your jetpack, I guess we should take it off. When you attach your jetpack to this, what ends up happening is there might be a... Oh, never mind. Let's say there might be an order. I was just an idiot there. What happens is now your jetpack will use the amount there. So it was 30k before, and that's 1 million. So instead of 30,000, it's literally 1 million EU uses. So basically our jetpack will last a very, very long time, and we don't have to really worry about it too much. So that's kind of the beauty of this. We could probably speed this up, to be honest. There you go. Then again, we weren't supposed to do that. Maybe we should take that off our bar. Okay. So there we go. We have this set, and then we might as well get rid of the plates. And you're not supposed to go in there technically. Even you guys aren't really. I guess I've been putting those in there these days. Whatever. And then we get rid of the mechanism stuff, IC stuff. There you go. And then vanilla leather. Awesome. Okay, so I wonder if this has changed at all. I mean, it still looks like it was going down, but yeah. So it doesn't seem like this is changing, which is iffy, to be honest, because it used to be a bit better than this, honestly. So I'm a little confused on this. I hope it's just like one of those days. It's like a very stale weather. It's not a thing to do with what I've done, because in the past it would have run really well. So I'm just hoping it's just related to just being a bad weather. It's just stupid stale, and it has nothing to do with it being too close or broken or anything like that. That's my hope anyways. Okay, so bees. We've been working on a lot of bees, and the bees have been getting a lot of attitude over here. Basically, I've done Imperial Queens. So we learned about the mutations. You throw them in here with something else, and you get an effect. Of course, you have the right bee, so this one can't go with that. But you can easily look through the mutations here, and it tells you exactly what could be mutated with what. So we know that now. That's pretty simple. But what you might not know is this new thing I created, which I should have grabbed one of you guys instead. Is this gen sampler. So basically you make these blank genes with redstone and tin and just more glassware, and what you do is you throw this in here, and when it goes through, it basically gives you these basic the different traits. So for example, territory average, temperature tolerance, different things like that, and it basically goes through these, and it has a chance. Sometimes they fail. And so it goes through these over time. Here you go. So flowering slowest, for example. So this, I've already done this kind, and I really don't need to do more. But you get the idea. Pretty simple, straightforward. So what happens is then you take these and you put them on this guy here. So you create one of these, which is just redstone and tin. And then what you do is you put this one, even if it's blank, if it says 0, 13, whatever, you put these guys in here, and then you apply that effect there. So this one is territory average. Well, it already has territory average. What I do know, though, is if I get a better one territory-wise and I put it on here, I will, in fact, get the new effect on here. And then what you can do with this is there's other machines that you can actually duplicate it. So genetic imprinter, basically this is when you imprint it. So you imprint this actually on a bee, I believe. So you take whatever bee here, and then you have your template here, and it creates your bee, basically. So that's how this works. So I'll make a genetic imprinter off camera and try that out. Then there's a genetic replicator, which seems to create it from out of nowhere, which is a protein and liquid DNA. The liquid DNA is created by basically melting down, I believe. It looks like, melting down forestry type items, like their trees, saplings, bees, drones, etc. So there's drones. Which is pretty cool. And then genetic transposer lets you actually duplicate this template as well. So if you really like most of the things on your template, but you want to make another one, from my understanding, you put a blank one in here, you put your 13 out of 13 here, and then it duplicates it here and gives you the same template again. So you can have a few of these templates. They don't get consumed as far as I understand, but this will let you then be able to modify it. So, for example, this one might be species imperial. Maybe I want another species basically on there. So you can see down here, I have a species majestic. For some reason, maybe I want majestic. What else is on here is there is another effect that you can get, which is effects. And beatific, I think. That beatific, I don't know what that trait is actually. What I do want to get on here is the explorer trait. So that's from Endic. I'm actually a little confused why I don't have that trait on there, to be honest. I don't even know. Maybe that is the effect. I don't think so, but beatific again. Huh, interesting. Oh, beatific is healing, I think. So that's from the Imperial one. So they heal you. So here's a good example. I want to be able to get the effect from the Zendik, which I think is called Explorer. And what happens is if I actually stand here over time, this will actually give me a very, very, see that? It just went up XP-wise. A very minor experience. There it goes up again. And so it gives you EXP. So imagine having 8 of these running and then a bunch of good effects on it, fast, whatnot. So lifespan, long, I think I already have that. Average. What's the lifespan on this one? Longer. So this is, longer. We already have that. Territory average. There's a higher territory, so you have to breed for that or, go through the fun mini game of, I do the Mutatron, but there's different ones. You could basically look on them on the, there you go. You got Endic on as a species. I'm holding on to that just because I might need that species later on. And then you want ones that might never sleep, so it means they always run, and you might want ones that can run at rain. I have a bunch of modules in here that help anyways, pretty much. I got the light upgrade, which makes it work at night. I got the automation upgrade, which makes it automate. And then, of course, I'll get some more automation later on. And I also got the fertility on the template, the genetic template, which gives it fertility 4, which much means that every time the queen creates its drones, it'll give you 4 instead of, say, 1 or 2. I think the lowest you can get is 1, as in it will use itself. But if you don't have more than 1, basically you can never duplicate the drones. So that could be scary. But at the same time, this could be messy, right? Who wants that many drones? Well, if I'm automating them, creating liquid DNA, sure, that's fine. But eventually, I might have too much liquid DNA. I don't want to go through that. It's going to be messy. So what I'll do is actually give it a 1, basically. If I can find one, I'll make a template that just gives it fertility 1, and that way it just uses the same drone over and over and over, and I never have to touch it again, which could be useful. So we're not seeing it here yet. Of course, it might take some time, but that's the idea here. So eventually I'll get the trait from this one, the effect trait, and then I'll be able to give myself, say, royal jelly. So I'll use so basically the idea here is I'll use, let's just see if we got it there. So the idea here is I'll get the species imperial, which should give you the royal jelly still, but at the same time, I'll change that effect from beatific to explore, and then I'll get the experience there as well. So it'll take some time, but it'll be definitely worth it eventually. So pretty cool anyway. So that's bees, and they're laying a bunch of crappy flowers everywhere. Most of that's my fault, mainly due to the fact I have not bothered to put a real floor in, so maybe that should be one of my tasks. Okay, so we got our armor up and running. Here is the Deep Dark Portal. Actually was here already. This place is actually, I probably should go and get some torches. Without torches, it's not a really safe place at all to be. Let's see here. Oh, I don't like those torches. I want my stone torches. There you go. Oh, I wanted to let you know one more thing. You can throw these back in the furnace. So you can probably see that I'm out of these. And rather make a bunch of these, I can go ahead and go through these. I'll leave that for now. There you go. Never sleeps. Average. I mean, even this. Oh, I already have one endic, right? Yeah, I already have one endic. So I just go through here and just going to show you this quickly here. You know, I might keep another one of this effect just in case, but there you go. Flowering, slowest. It is healing, so it might have its own properties, like blood magic, for example. Those bees all around you might be useful for that, right? So, yeah, let's go ahead and... I'm just going to fill my inventory fully with these guys, so I'm happy with that. But yeah, they can be furnace, so I have a little hopper to do some basic automation over here. Actually, I have 6 of them in there now. So I just go ahead and I throw all these in, except you don't go in there. And we can put you in there. And, oh, look at that, 100 hours and 2 minutes. So it looks like it does go past 99 hours. And then, of course, you got this guy here. And let's speed this up quickly here. Well, that probably doesn't need the speeding, to be honest. Then again, it's this thing that usually gets the speed. I'm clicking everywhere. What am I supposed to? Anyways, there you go. I needed, like, what, 20 to finish what we had there? Or is it, like, 22? Doesn't really matter, to be honest. So then, yeah, you smelt them, you clear them out, and you can reuse these. You don't have to remake them. I mean, they're not really expensive, but imagine redoing them over and over. It would add up, that's for sure. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Screw it. Now that we have all this and we understand this, we might as well do this. It's going to go through power like no tomorrow. It might actually slow down a bit because it's trying to call for a lot more power. Holy crap, there we go. So... Or does it slow down when it gets slower on power? I'm wondering if that's what's happening. Like, it actually slows down a bit. It's hard to tell, to be honest. I sped it up so fast. Okay. And then one more to go here. Oh, here it goes. 1, 2, 3. There you go. Okay, so here they all are. So... there we go. Effect Explore. There you go. So now we can take this and put it on this one. This is the one I want anyway, so I'll just put it with this one and then this one. So you can see I already have the effect right now of the other one, Beatific, which is the healing one, I believe. And then there you go, Effect Explore. So now I have that effect. So yeah, I'll show you an update when I figure out how to put it on. I'm pretty sure I told you guys correctly how it works, but I'll need to make the new updated machines and stuff like that. And I think that's pretty much it for my stuff. This guy's running like crazy. Look at 86k now. That's ridiculous. Okay, so let's check out, before we end this episode, let's check out the Deep Dark portal here. So you don't jump or anything, you don't hop or shift on this. Basically, you just stand on this portal and it does this, kind of like the end portal, and then it'll teleport you. And I protected our portal just in case, because somebody might fly somehow by and, destroy a damn portal. You don't want that. So if you got an extra claim it, because then it's, you're not dealing with trolls in a sense. So there's a cool effect here. I don't think, I did check, and I don't think there's anything like in the past. I believe there used to be like underground structures here, and please don't fly like I'm doing here. I only do this for the Let's Plays. I usually try to slow down a lot more. Just for the fact that this world is not pre-generated, and you are basically hammering it down when you're flying like an idiot like this. So, for those who are, are playing, please be considerate of other players, and unless there's like only 2 or 3 people on, don't do this. So you might notice I'm taking a lot of damage. You might be wondering why. Well, let's get down here and... Oh, notice I'm not taking any more damage. Interesting. What is happening is in the Deep Dark, it's supposed to be this really scary, creepy place. And what happens is when you're in the dark for too long, you take damage. So what you have to do is place a torch down. And it seems to be sort of a charge. There doesn't seem to be anything visual, but if you land on a torch quickly and fly off, then you're affected right away almost, or pretty damn close. But when you place down a torch like I just did and stood there for, I don't know, maybe 10, 15 seconds, you tend to last longer, basically. You're not affected right away. I think when you fully charge up, I don't know the exact math and all that fun stuff. There we go, we're getting hit again. you basically can have a minute, I think, without having to go into the light. So the idea is you just bring torches with you. It's a pretty simple concept. But the nice place about this is mining. Like underground mining is just as amazing as finding this ravine. But this ravine is a pretty good example of just showing you what the ores look like. I think the idea is basically there's double the amount of ores underground than there is on the overworld, basically. So it has basically the same level height. If you go over here, you know, we're in the 50, 60 zone. So the idea is the same overworld leveling height, but it's more dense. Not only that, you can check we're in the shrublands here, and if we fly over here, we might end up in another biome here in a second, lush swamp, etc. So you'll find, you know, eucalyptus hill. You got a dragon cliff, or was that overgrown cliffs? I thought I said dragon cliff, to be honest. I was like, what is a dragon cliff? Rainforest. I don't know exactly how it's done. I don't know if they're shaped as a normal biome or if it's per chunk, or I'm not quite sure how they do that, to be honest. I have to be fair, I don't know. But you get the idea anyways. It's a pretty little powerful place to get your ores. Now, the downside is, where's that ravine of ours? Oh, here you go. So we have to land and use this again. But anyways, you get the idea. Lots and lots of ores. There doesn't seem to be any structures. I think a long time ago there used to be structures in the Deep Dark, but they got rid of them. I believe all it is just a glorified place to mine now, which is probably great for miners and stuff, which is probably something I should look into eventually, since I haven't really touched anything mining yet. And outside of that, I think that's pretty much it. There was one thing I was going to come back and show you when we got back to the overworld here, but I'm trying to figure out what that was. But yeah, the bees and everything are working pretty good. I'm really happy with that. And they're even working at night because of the shield. Now, I don't have a rain shield on them or anything like that, but I should be getting something like, I don't know if it's jungle bees that can work in the rain, but you want to put the trait where they work just fine in the rain. And Google is your friend here when you look at the wiki, like Forestry, Feed the Beast wiki, things like that. That'll be your favorite friend telling you that information. Oh yeah, my cows, they disappeared. I'm pretty sure, because one of the bees actually damaged you, and I'm pretty sure one of the bees actually killed all my cows one time when I wasn't paying attention. So yeah, he's a goner. I don't think there's anything new up here. I did get some rewards before we didn't claim, so let's go through those quickly here. Might as well just skip through these quickly here. So here you go. Mining laser. We made that eventually. We needed to make that. A dragon fruit sapling from Pam's Harvest Craft. Well, it'll probably save us like 3 emeralds if we ever wanted that, you know, anyways. Compact drawer holds 16 stacks per drawer. Oh, that would have been useful. That's what we were using for our compacting cobblestone right now. This was the matter fabricator we made. Let's see what we got. We got mending moss. It basically, over time, slowly heals your pick. I don't use that anymore. I believe it needed like a clear line of sight of the sky. I don't know if it had to be day or something, but oh, look at this. The impulse item ducks again. Sure, why not? I don't really use the ones I have now, or very little, I guess. I use a couple, but why not? Hardened casing. You know what? Saved me a couple diamonds. Not really, honestly, it's not really that special, to be honest. Okay, so you got your replicator here. And advanced computer. Ooh, this is actually, I think this is actually an expensive reward. CC tweaked. I don't know what that is. I guess hopefully somebody made it better. But it uses Open Computers components. Actually, it doesn't even look like they're expensive. Yeah, it doesn't look like they nerfed Open Computers in any way. Ugh. I really hope there's not turtles in here. Let's look. Turtle. Oh no, they do have turtles in here. And they look pathetically easy to make. Well, hopefully no one will be an idiot and lag out the server with it. Okay, so there's that. And then iridium, of course. I feel like iridium should be a decent reward, but it probably isn't going to be. Resonant exchanger. Oh, okay. I haven't ever used this, but I believe the idea of this is you can exchange a material type. So I believe like you can change all this fir wood to another material that's in your inventory, and I think you you exchange it through that. I'm not quite sure though, so it'll be something I'll have to play around with. And yeah, that's about it. Where do they talk about the iridium? Oh yeah, dungeon loot and shards can be compressed into iridium ore, so that's what they want you to do over time. I made the Apiarist armor. And that was a pretty easy one. That was just using the silk stuff, so glowing glass. I think I already got some of that a long time ago. That was, oh, well, here it is. Silky Wisp to Woven Silk. And then literally the Woven Silk is crafted into your regular, there you go, Apiarist hat, Apiarist suit, you know, all this stuff. Now that I have actually so much of it, maybe I'll donate some to Electro so he can just have some bags. And then what else should we look at? I think that might be it. I got this one, but I don't want to accept this because I never actually made this myself. You crafted a normal crafting recipe, yeah. So I'd rather... This is how you craft it, actually. It's not like it's really hard, but I'd rather do it the way it tells you to. The only reason I have it is somebody had an end chest. I don't even have it around here anymore. And it was the shared one, and it was in there, and I picked it up accidentally and got rewarded for it. So I don't want to claim it because it just feels dirty. It doesn't feel like I earned it. Upgrades. We never accepted the MFR upgrade. Ooh, speed upgrades from Mechanism, which I've never used yet. Like, Mechanism is a little overpowered to begin with, so I've never needed to use those. There you go. And I think that reaches all our rewards for now, so there you go. So, yeah, we'll continue on next time. I think over time. But I think what I'm going to do is make... Oh, look at this. This is stupid sheep. IC2 coolant, though. Okay, so how do you make IC2 coolant here? It's not really hard. Okay, so in the fluid canner, basically you use water, lapis lazuli dust, and which we've done, makes the IC2 coolant. And basically you put the IC2 coolant inside of a carpenter, and then use tin plates and, you know, the circuits and copper cable, and you get 2 overclockers. So I'll probably do this off camera. I might also redo this whole infrastructure, see if I can, you know, fix it up a bit more. And also, I want to see, is there any more power coming through this? Or, ooh, those do look like they're turning more, but that might be perspective. Oh god, they look slower all of a sudden. No, they're faster. Oh, I gotta learn to climb on here. Look at that, 310. So it looks like it was just a very calm couple of days, basically. Sweet. Anyways, guys and girls, thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoy this. Please don't forget to subscribe, comment, like, and we'll see you wonderful people next time. Have a wonderful day. Goodbye.